You've been lied to about space. Shocking space facts revealed. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into some surprising truths about space that you probably didn't know. Get ready to have your mind blown. We humans, we love to look up at the night sky and wonder. It's in our DNA, this curiosity about the cosmos. But for all our gazing and pondering, there's a lot about space that we get wrong. Misconceptions passed down through generations, reinforced by popular culture, that just aren't true. So buckle up, space cadets, as we debunk some common myths and uncover the mind-blowing reality of the universe we live in. You might be surprised at what you thought you knew. The sound of silence, not in space. You've heard it in movies countless times, the deafening silence of space. It's become a cinematic staple, right? The idea that space is a vast, silent void. But here's the thing. Space isn't exactly a soundproof chamber. It's not as silent as you might think. It's true that sound, as we experience it here on Earth, needs a medium to travel, like air or water. Without a medium, sound waves can't propagate. And space, well, it's mostly a vacuum. This means there are very few particles to carry sound waves. But that doesn't mean it's completely devoid of sound waves. There are still some particles, and they can carry vibrations. Think about it. Space is teeming with stars, planets, galaxies, all churning with energy. This energy is constantly interacting with the particles that are present. This energy can create pressure waves, vibrations that travel through the sparse particles that do exist in the vast cosmic soup. These waves are a form of sound, just not in the way we typically think of it. These waves are often too low or too high for our human ears to detect, but luckily we have technology for that. Advanced instruments can pick up these faint signals. Radio telescopes, those giant ears pointed at the cosmos, can pick up these cosmic sounds, and let me tell you, they're pretty wild. They translate these waves into sounds we can hear. NASA, for instance, has captured some of these space sounds, and trust me, they're not what you'd expect. They are both fascinating and eerie. Eerie whistles, ghostly hums, even something that sounds suspiciously like a cosmic heartbeat. These sounds give us a new way to understand the universe. It's enough to make you realize that space is far from a silent movie. It's a symphony of the cosmos, waiting to be heard. Black holes, not the cosmic vacuum cleaners you think. Black holes. Just the name conjures up images of cosmic monsters, relentlessly sucking up everything in sight, right? It's a popular image, sure, but it's not entirely accurate. Here's the deal. Black holes are regions of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape their pull. But they're not these indiscriminate cosmic vacuum cleaners randomly gobbling up everything in the universe. Imagine a cosmic dance floor. You can't just waltz in from across the room and expect to get swept up in a tango. You need to be close enough within a specific zone for that to happen. The same goes for black holes. This dance zone is called the event horizon. Cross that boundary and yeah, you're in for a one-way trip to oblivion. But outside the event horizon, objects can orbit a black hole quite peacefully, much like planets orbit the sun. So, the next time you hear someone say a black hole sucks everything in, you can casually mention, well, technically only if you cross the event horizon. You know, just drop a little cosmic wisdom. The moon, not so lifeless, after all. For decades, we've envisioned the moon as this barren, desolate rock, devoid of any signs of life. And while it's true that the moon doesn't have lush forests or bustling alien cities, it's not as lifeless as we once thought. Remember those permanently shadowed craters near the lunar poles, the ones that never see a ray of sunlight? Well, guess what? Scientists have found evidence of water ice hiding in those shadowy depths. We're not talking about a few ice cubes here, folks. We're talking about potentially vast reserves of water ice, enough to make you rethink everything you thought you knew about our celestial neighbor. This discovery is a game changer, my friends. It opens up incredible possibilities for future human missions to the moon. Imagine using this lunar water ice for drinking, for oxygen, even for rocket fuel. It's like finding a cosmic oasis in the middle of a desert. Chapter 4. The Great Wall of Space Garbage, a cosmic junkyard. We tend to picture space as this pristine, empty void, right? A canvas of darkness sprinkled with stars. But here's the thing. It's not exactly the cleanest place in the cosmos. In fact, it's getting pretty crowded up there. We're talking about space junk, folks. A cosmic junkyard of defunct satellites, spent rocket stages, and millions of tiny fragments from collisions, all orbiting our planet at breakneck speeds. Imagine a shell of debris, a giant metal halo encircling Earth. That's what we're dealing with. And the problem is only getting worse as we launch more and more stuff into space. This space garbage isn't just an eyesore, it's a real danger. These pieces of debris, some as small as a fleck of paint, can collide with operational spacecraft, including the International Space Station, causing serious damage. It's a cosmic game of dodgeball up there, and the stakes are incredibly high. We need to find ways to clean up our act, so to speak, before this space junk problem gets out of hand. Chapter 5. The Sun. It's not yellow, it's white hot. Let's talk about the sun, shall we? That massive glowing sphere that is the heart of our solar system. That giant ball of fire that keeps us all warm and toasty, providing the energy that sustains life on Earth. We've been drawing it as a cheerful yellow orb since we were kids, right? Those bright, happy suns in our childhood drawings. But here's a cosmic secret. The sun isn't actually yellow, it's white. Yes, you heard that right, white. I know, mind blown, right? But think about it. It's a fact that might seem surprising at first. When you see those incredible images of the sun from space, taken by telescopes or satellites, what color is it? White, pure brilliant white, not a hint of yellow. So, why does it look yellow from down here on Earth? What's causing this color change? Well, blame it on our atmosphere. The layers of gases surrounding our planet play a big role. As sunlight passes through the Earth's atmosphere, it gets scattered in all directions by those tiny particles of air. This scattering affects how we perceive the sun's color. Blue and violet light, the shorter wavelengths, get scattered more, which is why the sky looks blue. This scattering is more intense for these colors. This scattering effect also shifts the color of the sun, making it appear yellow, especially when it's low on the horizon. The longer path through the atmosphere enhances this effect. So the next time you're basking in the warm glow of a sunset, remember, you're actually witnessing the sun's light being filtered and altered by our atmosphere. It's a fascinating interplay of light and air. It's a beautiful illusion, but an illusion nonetheless. A reminder of the wonders of our natural world. Chapter 6. Stars They Don't Actually Twinkle. We've all looked up at the night sky and been mesmerized by the twinkling of stars, right? It's a sight that's inspired poets, artists, and dreamers for centuries. But here's the cosmic truth. Stars don't actually twinkle. I know, another cosmic myth busted. But it's true. That twinkling effect, scientifically known as stellar scintillation, is actually caused by our own atmosphere, not the stars themselves. Think of it like this. Imagine looking at a penny at the bottom of a swimming pool. The water distorts the light, making the penny seem to shimmer and dance. The same thing happens with starlight. As it passes through the Earth's atmosphere, the air we breathe is constantly moving, swirling with pockets of different temperatures and densities. As starlight passes through these turbulent layers, its path gets bent and refracted, causing the light to flicker and change intensity. So, while it may seem like the stars are putting on a celestial light show just for us, it's really just our atmosphere playing tricks on our eyes. In the vacuum of space, stars shine with a steady, unwavering light. Chapter 7. The Milky Way, You Can't See It All. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, a vast spiral of billions of stars, a cosmic masterpiece that stretches across the universe. You've probably seen those breathtaking images of the Milky Way, a river of stars stretching across the night sky, a sight that leaves you in awe. And you might think, hey, I can see that. It's right there, shining brightly. Well, here's the thing. While you can see parts of the Milky Way with the naked eye, especially in areas with little light pollution, you're only seeing a small fraction of its true glory. The vastness of the Milky Way is beyond our direct perception. Imagine trying to see the entire structure of a giant forest while standing amongst the trees. It's an overwhelming task. You might see the trees around you, maybe even a glimpse of the canopy above, but you wouldn't be able to grasp the forest's full scale and complexity. The same goes for the Milky Way. The same goes for the Milky Way. Our perspective is limited by our position within it. We're embedded within its spiral arms, about 2/3 of the way out from the center. This position gives us a unique but limited view. This means that vast portions of our galaxy are obscured by interstellar dust and gas, blocking our view. These cosmic clouds act like a veil, hiding much of the galaxy's splendor. So while those stunning images of the Milky Way are awe-inspiring, they're often composites, stitched together from multiple observations and enhanced to reveal its hidden beauty. These images are a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to understand the cosmos. Outro, keep exploring the cosmos. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning these surprising space facts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. See you next time. Remember, the universe is full of wonders, mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Don't be afraid to question what you think you know, to look beyond the surface and delve deeper into the cosmic unknown. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking up.